Imagine the world where you never come home empty-handed from a fishing trip, where your lure knows exactly where the fish are hiding and even guides itself toward them. What if artificial intelligence could turn every cast into a catch? Today, we're diving deep into a future that's closer than you think, where fishing meets machine learning and the lures start to think for themselves. But before we cast too far ahead, let's start with what makes these things so smart in the first place. These aren't your average crankbaits or rubber worms. AI lures are tiny computers, microchips and sensors sealed inside bodies that look like bait fish. They track water temperature, pressure, and movement. Some can even listen for nearby fish vibrations. It's basically a lure with a brain, and that brain is learning every time it hits the water. Prototype versions already exist in testing labs. They can record strike data, predict feeding times, and adapt their swim speed automatically. But just knowing what's happening underwater isn't the real revolution. It's what the lure does with that information that'll blow your mind. Imagine your lure scanning the water around it in real time. It detects temperature shifts, sonar reflections, and the subtle patterns of schooling fish. It can identify not only that something is nearby, but what it is: bass, trout, or even catfish, by recognizing movement patterns. You'd be standing there thinking you're fishing, but your lure, it's calculating, mapping invisible data points to predict exactly where your next bite will come from. And the craziest part, the more you use it, the more accurate it gets. But knowing where to go is only half the story. What if your lure could become whatever the fish wanted most, right before their eyes? This is where fishing turns sci-fi. We're talking lures built from shape memory materials, able to flex, shimmer, even change color in response to light or temperature. One moment, it swims like a minnow. The next, it flickers like a wounded shad. Some designs even release chemical attractants, adjusting their scent profiles based on the target species. It's a lure that adapts mid-cast, a living mimic that fools even the smartest predators. But here's where things get really wild, because soon these lures won't just be tools, they'll become partners. Picture this: you cast your line, and your lure syncs with your smartwatch or fishing app. It learns your rhythm, when you twitch the rod, when you reel faster, when you pause. Over time, it starts adjusting its movements to match you. Your lure becomes your teammate, predicting your next move before you even make it. The more you fish, the smarter it gets, until one day, it knows the lake just as well as you do. But with all this precision and power, there's one question we have to ask. If AI makes every cast successful, what happens to the challenge of fishing, or the balance of nature itself? When the line between skill and software blurs, do we risk catching too much, or losing the patience that made fishing what it is? Maybe the future of fishing isn't about catching more. It's about learning smarter, standing shoulder to shoulder with the tech we create. If this glimpse into the future of fishing blew your mind, you'll want to see what's coming next. Because AI isn't just changing fishing, it's rewriting nature itself, one cast at a time. Hit subscribe right now and join the crew that's exploring the edge where water meets intelligence.